And now we are into the segment Life is Rarely a Straight Line, sponsored by HSBC, where we go into all of the trials and tribulations on and off the field, the unexpected pivotal moments, and seeing what these guys have to deal with week in, week out. Obviously, you are both captains. Amazing. Let's dig into it. So, Mark, Ireland, we finished in 6th over in Paris. Since then, we've had quite a number of players who have decided to go on into the next part of their life. You are the captain now with Brian Mullen, and it's a new team, 5 debutants as we talked about earlier. You know, what is it that you have to go through now, probably the unexpected parts of the captaincy, to try and get the guys to the level that you need them to play at, to get the results that you need, and to make the most of the season?
Yeah, so obviously a big change. Young boys, and then there's obviously guys who debuted last week. But I think it's just getting them to kind of understand the game a bit better, and realize where kind of mistakes are coming from, and how quick you can just be punished in this game. And me and Mal now have just got to try and relate to the boys and make it a new squad, because it's not the same as what we've had the last few years. So this has got to be a fresh new thing. We've got to do things a little bit different, but obviously keep what we have done well over the last few years.
How has that journey been? What does the future look like?
In captain's role now with we're co-captains, me and Brian Mullen.
Yep.
And I think it's quite nice for the young boys, because it's just kind of spread out a bit more, and there's a couple more voices. But yeah, like for me, nothing's really changed. You just kind of do the same thing that you've done for the last 8-9 years. And
Well, something's changed. You've had a baby.
Yeah, no, I've had a baby. So
a little bit of a life change.
Yeah, in terms of life change. In terms of tour, nothing changed. But yeah, life change. It's tough now, 2 weeks away from the little one. And my wife and her little boy Josh. So it was nice. We had them over in Dubai, which was nice. So I got to see them a couple of days. But yeah, like when you're kind of away with the lads, it makes it a little bit easier. But still, like you're kind of back in your mind, you have him thinking, and so it's
Your rise to the top, or your rise all the way through, you were only 2 years ago on debut. Now you're captain. Have you even had a chance to think about it, or like how are you feeling about everything there?
Yeah, I'm super honoured to obviously take up the captaincy role. As I said before, Charlotte stood away, and she was always going to be such an important part of our team and world rugby. But yeah, I feel really honoured. I probably haven't really thought about it properly and looked back to see my journey. But yeah, I feel really supported by my coaches and my teammates to take up this role.
Don't think about it too much. You're doing a really good job. Just keep going.
Doing what I'm doing.
One foot in front of the other. Keep moving.
Exactly.
Well done. There was big news yesterday. Alona Maher, she's signed to go to Bristol, and she has her sights on the Women's World Cup next year. There's talks of some of the girls from different teams trying to make their way potentially into the World Cup next year. Is that something that you might see in your future, whether it's this World Cup, maybe another World Cup? How big is it for the game?
Yeah, it's definitely of interest for lots of girls, not only in our team, but all over the series. To play both games, both platforms at a high level is just like incredible, and it would do so much for the sport. So yeah, 100% of interest, and obviously have to earn our way there, but yeah, definitely of interest.
Yeah, I think there's so much talent in this sevens game.
Yeah.
That they'd be able to transfer so well. Like obviously you spoke about Maddie earlier. She's scored 14, 15 tries last week.
15 tries, broke her own record. In Dubai.
I think I've scored 15 tries ever.
Yeah, same.
Don't look that up. But yeah, so there's obviously lots of girls with a lot of talent who'll be able to go across, and it's an exciting couple of months.
Yeah, so much talent in sevens that could definitely transfer over to 15s, and I think it'll just do awesome for the game.